you die with your eyes closed. Are you the hunter or the prey?
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
Are you the hunter or the prey?
I want that prestige, Kaisa.
May you die with your eyes closed. Are you the hunter or the prey? When memories fade and darkness surrounds you, find the strength inside. I like it here. I just might stay. main target lives longer. I am not afraid. My turn. Monsters are everywhere. I can make a difference. This game lives on me and hunts with me. I will make a difference here. Survival is an instinct we all have. You're the prey. Survival means never stopping. The void knows that too. I won't. Hold up, wait. Attack them and land. Oh, trees. How I missed them. This place is beautiful. I'm going to save it. I was spared for a reason. Void rule number 1. Don't die. That's close. alert. Stay alert. Get up. Stand firm. Strike. I return stronger than I left.
Oh.
That's enough. The hunt will resume. The skin grows restless. It needs to feed. If it doesn't, could I be next? This skin is fashioned for survival and honed by instinct. Let's see what you're made of. This suit hunts in the manner I choose. I came back for the others who could not. Fear the void sting. That'll work. One mistake is all it takes. It's a good day for a hunt. Exploit their mistakes. The void offers 1,000 ways to die, and one way to live. Become. Take this! This world is changing. We decide into what. Come on, let's go. They can run, but they can't hide. Remember. This is my purpose. Learn from me.
An enemy has been slain.
You've got my back in evil. I was there for a reason. Forgiveness is hard, but so very hard. I'm right here. My skin is crawling. Needles. The itch. Time to hunt. This world is changing. We decide into what. I'll be back. Exploit their weakness. Feed the beast, albeit small. I came.
Okay. All good. We get the turret. Was that first turret? Yeah, it was.
The things we carry should lift us up, not weigh us down. And hope are the lightest necessities.
I'm coming, baby girl.
Fight or flight. Only now I do not know. Let's see what you're made of. I need to gather my strength. Tell yourself you will gather. Believe it, Kaiser, and you will have a chance.
$9.50. $9.50.
Some call me monster. They have no idea what lurks just below us all. A moving target lives longer. I survived the void, but here is where my story is best ending. Monsters are This skin lives on me and hunts with me. Sometimes you have to stop and taste it. That's enough. The hunt will resume.
Oh, it's all the way pushed in because I pushed it in. Let's go mid. Smolder hands in buff.
Strike hard.
Your turret has been destroyed.
In the void, I had no one. I was a doom. My suit hungers.
Destroyed a turret.
I will make a difference here.
Slain.
Survival is an instinct we all have. I just might stay. The void is not so much a place. It is a power reaching out to consume all life. Thick skin always wins. them and theirs. Oh, trees. How I miss them.
I can evolve both of them at the same time. Let's go.
This place is beautiful. I'm going to save it. I was spared for a reason. Feed the beast, albeit its meal. You don't belong here. Void rule number 1. Don't die.
Problems should be broken up into little pieces.
Hit and move.
Whoa! Tread lightly.
Stay alert. Stay aggressive. Get up. Stand firm. Strike.
Galio. Couldn't get saved right there.
This is why I survived. Fear me. your eyes closed. Are you the hunter or the prey?
Desmond, how are you watching college football this year?
ESPN on Sling, for sure. Come on, bro.
Make it rustic, refined, eclectic, or curated, handcrafted, artful, bold, and bright. Make it yours with the best new trends, plus fast free shipping. Only at Jocelyn.
Break It Down is brought to you by Meta. Try Meta AI today. Now on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Messenger.
Coming up top of the hour, 7th ranked Miami. Cam Ward getting ready to take on Virginia Tech right here on ESPN. Ward's been every bit impressive in 4 games, racking up 14 touchdowns, 28 completions of at least 20 yards this, both leading the FBS. You know, everybody talks about the transfer portal. He is the best transfer in all of college football. You see the big difference, and obviously coming back for a year plays a role. ESPN senior draft analyst Mel Kiper Jr. releasing his updated big board on Thursday. Look at the top 5 quarterbacks from the upcoming draft as of right now, and look at Cam Ward, currently 4th among quarterbacks, 15th overall among all prospects here. Dan Mullen joining us now in studio. What has impressed you the most when you watch Cam Ward in this offense so far at Miami?
It's the swagger he brings to the team. That confidence shows, and it shows with everybody on the entire roster. He doesn't get flustered. He's able to scramble around. You see him able to keep his eyes on the field and then take off-angle throws with his arm. He gets the ball to his top playmakers. He's got Xavier Restrepo, who is a consistent big-time playmaker for him. and he can then beat you with his feet. He's not looking to scramble at first, but if you give him that running lane, he's going to go take it and make it happen.
We've always talked about this specifically at Miami. They have a phenomenal roster. You have the right quarterback, and he has the right temperament at 22. Cam Ward right now the Heisman favorite, according to ESPN. That more from Dan. College football countdown coming your way. Top of the hour right here on ESPN. And that leads into number 7, Miami, hosting Virginia Tech. And if you look at their schedule and FPI, they feel really good about the idea of winning the ACC and getting into the playoff. And it feels like we're going to have a playoff game tomorrow night on ABC. Prime time, Georgia at Alabama. Top showdown, and now Duncan feeling really good on that game on ABC.
Roll Tide.
As we enter week 5 of college football, the jury is still out on teams like Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and others. Are they legit, or are they about to be exposed? Court is in session as Judge Ryan McGee puts some of the biggest programs in college football on trial to prove their truth.
September is about to go into the books. That film is
Are
going
you the
into the
hunter
fancy
or the
leather-bound
prey?
legal library of our college football courtroom. Gridiron, judge, jury, and execution. Okay, that last one feels a little too intense. How about resolution? As in, we resolve to determine if your team's chances for a ring are for real. Or aren't they? Week 5. Let's call it the Proof of Truth Saturday, beginning in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Choose your response.
Hey Ty, is this post-Saban role for real? Even as home dogs, spelled D-O-G-S, in Georgia, spelled D-A-W-G-S. Are you the unstoppable machine we all thought you were gonna be? Or are you the sloppy jalopy we saw churning through the bluegrass of Kentucky?
And finally, Georgia has escaped Lexington.
Speaking of the Cats, they'll be prowling the Grove, where Ole Miss has outscored their 4 opponents tenfold, 220-22. But none of those 4 had the ability to truly smack the Rebs in the mouth. Kentucky can. See, that Georgia game we just reminded you about.
Henderson off a tackler to the 20, off another to the 10, and down the end zone he goes.
O-H-I-O. You are 3-0, but have to go to East Lansing, where the Spartans are 3-1. But like Kentucky, are tougher than a $2 T-bone. Certainly tougher than those first 3 Buckeye opponents combined.
Over the middle, touchdown, Penn State!
In that same Big 18, Big 10, we have officially entered the is Penn State really as good as they seem, or will they let us down again portion of the season? The answer to that question will come via a game versus a team of which we are also asking the same question. Illinois is now in the top 20 after beating Nebraska, who was also in this discussion until they failed to show proof of truth again. Hey, Louisville, you think you're ready to make an ACC title run toward a CFP berth? You're going to have to prove it in the shadow of touchdown Jesus. Hey, Notre Dame, you ready to beat a team with a number next to its name in hopes that it makes us forget about that whole Northern Illinois thing?
They believe, and we came here and got it done.
So, what's the truth? It won't take a sleuth, because week 5 will give us the proof.
So in summation, Georgia is the truth. We already know Miami is their running back Jordan Lyle getting ready for Virginia Tech right here, ESPN 7:30 Eastern. Lyle had a nice outing last week. That game coming up, but we'll close things out on the other side.
Can we finally admit we're lost?
I detect passive regression.
Do you detect a stadium nearby? This is not in my new contract.
How fast do you think you can get that thing to go?
I'm not that kind of cowboy.
I love horses.
This definitely isn't in my contract. This is crazy. Oh, what did you eat? Here we go. Venom, The Last Dance, only in theaters.
Consumer Reports conducts over 50 tests to determine the best vehicles. And only one brand was named the 2024 Best Mainstream Automotive Brand, Subaru. With 8 vehicles that are recommended models: Outback, Ascent, Legacy, Impreza, WRX, BRZ, and 2024 top picks, Crosstrek and Forester. Safe, reliable, trusted, loved. Subaru.
Get special low rates on a new Subaru Outback for a limited time.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Hi, we're Visible. If you're looking for one-line wireless plans without hidden fees and surprise charges for just $25 a month, Visible is for you. That's one line for one flat rate, taxes and fees included on Verizon's 5G network. Plus, with unlimited data and hotspot, you can scroll to your heart's content. Finally, a clear choice in wireless for just $25 a month. You're the confetti. Your wireless should be visible. Switch at visible.com.
We're not going to win a game all season.
Yeah, but at least we're not going to lose a tailgate all season.
How do you lose a tailgate?
You don't?
Yes. That energy. Undefeated.
We literally can't lose.
To an undefeated season.
Undefeated season.
Trees. How I miss them.
Ion. Electrified. Hanguk Tire.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. With exclusive savings just for Prime members, you'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday? Introducing MyPay from Chime. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. Get paid when you say. With MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
It's your last chance to get 3 months of Disney Plus for $1.99 a month.
That's right.
Great idea.
Get the hottest shows, greatest, biggest movies, and events. It's your last chance to get the Disney Plus blockbuster offer.
Strict dress code.
You son of a... Why'd you keep knocking people out? You should be voted sexiest man of the year. We're back! Father Tom Cruise do this!
My creator has found us.
We are the Philippines!
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
So romantic.
Oh.
Emily. Yes!
Then I'm the last dance.
Welcome back.
Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant?
There's something that I should talk to you about.
You think you're God's gift to this hospital? You're just another doctor.
What the hell happened?
Bungee jumper from the bridge. His cord snapped.
From the Fox Foundation. If you don't respond, you could be held in contempt of the court.
What are we gonna do?
Are you ready?
I can get the exact same brand of contacts from 1-800-CONTACTS that I can get from my eye doctor.
Right now, you can save 20% on your first order, plus fast free shipping right to your door. At Jocelyn Maine, style is what you make it. Make it eclectic, artful, and bright. Make it yours with the best new trends, plus fast free shipping, only at Jocelyn.
What to watch for is brought to you by GoDaddy. Power your future.
What to watch for tonight on ESPN? Virginia Tech takes on 7th-ranked Miami, who's off to a 4-0 start behind the stellar play of Heisman favorite Cam Ward. The Canes offense has amassed 209 points, their most through 4 games in program history, and they've dropped a 50-piece in 3 straight games. Cambo, that game's coming up.
Now let's head to the Diamond now. A lot at stake in the final weekend of the regular season here. The Royals Tigers can lock up AL wildcard spots tonight with a win, or if the Twins lose to the O's, the Tigers are 10 games back from a playoff spot on August 10th, but Detroit's 30-11 record since August 11th leads the Bigs, and the Twins collapse. That helps too. In the National League, the Padres have already clinched the wild card spot. It's a three-way battle for the final two spots between the Mets, Diamondbacks, and Braves. Mets D-backs enter tonight's action with a one-game lead over Atlanta in the wild card hunt, and Mets Braves potentially Monday could decide
everything. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, go Braves, and also Georgia. Nobody believes in you.
Oh,
Nobody
stop.
thinks that
Nobody
you can
believes
do this.
in you.
No one's ever believed in you.
They're favored to win the game.
It's semantics.
Come on.
You can do this.
Here's looking at the U, kid. Led by Heisman contender Cam Ward. Number 7 Miami is the team to beat in the ACC. The Canes dominate their competition in non-conference play. Virginia Tech brings its lunch pail mentality and the nation's sack leader to Hard Rock. It's the ACC opener between the Hokies and Canes at the bottom of the hour on ESPN.
That's it. Dominate. Today's the day. We're going to dominate every step tonight. We came to dominate. We came to dominate. Stiff on. His way to that house. Wow. I'm taking up the time. I'm standing on business, so I'm standing on my ground. Oh, yeah. Heavy is the head when it comes. Oh, yeah. Flipping the game upside down. He died for the end zone. Dominate. We came to dominate.
We have embarked on the final week of September already. How did we get there, Dan Mullen? Joey Galloway, Matt Berry, starting lineup is back. A big one tonight in the ACC, Virginia Tech and Miami. Hey, a month ago, you'd look at this game and say you got to point to this Friday night, but Virginia Tech hasn't got started like many people thought they would. However, Miami ranked 7th in the class of the ACC.
Absolutely, and Virginia Tech better grab that lunch pail and bring it with them against that Miami offense. They have looked
Virginia
like the
Tech
best
and,
offense in the country. Now, they haven't had the
Virginia
toughest
Tech
schedule so far, but scoring over 40
Miami
points in every game,
college
actually
football.
50 in every game except the Florida game where they scored 41.
Like
they are
a sports
explosive, they
center
have
ad
playmakers,
is
and
listening
Cam
to
Ward
playing
is a
through.
guy.
And then, look, we're finally playing someone. Conference play is about to begin, the big one. I don't know, did you know Georgia and Alabama are playing this week?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, and it's a big one.
Yes, it is really big. Kalen DeBoer is really going to get his first taste of what this is really like. Last time we saw Georgia was 2 weeks ago against Kentucky. They won 13-12. Everybody started to lose their minds. Is Georgia not as good as we think they are? These are the kind of games we find out how good Georgia is. When they play Clemson, they get up for that. When they play unranked Kentucky, they sort of struggle a little bit. But this is Alabama. We're going to see good on good out of both of these teams. It'll be exciting.
Just getting started on this game. It is the big one in the SEC so far. And you talk about Georgia having to go to Tuscaloosa. That's the beginning of it. Georgia's lost 8 of his last 9 games against Alabama. Kirby Smart, coach, is 1-5 against the Crimson Tide as the head coach.
Yeah, he's that was against
Give me those
Saban
buffs,
as the head
motherfucker.
coach of the Crimson Tide. It's going to be a very different lineup, a different look in this game.
Kirk Herbstreit,
Georgia
get us
and
ready for
Alabama is
College Game
going
Day
to
in
be a
Georgia
good
at Alabama.
ass game. Tell you what.
Well, Matt Berry, this is the one we've been waiting for, my friend. Georgia on the
Gotcha,
road here in
bitch.
Tuscaloosa. An Alabama team, obviously, without Nick Saban. Kalen DeBoer's team appears to be ready. We're excited to see the matchup. A couple things to watch, in my opinion, on both sides of the football. Number one, with Kirby's defense trying to slow down this Jalen Milroe offense. We know Jalen Milroe has the ability to throw football, obviously the ability to run. These teams met last year in Atlanta. They did a good job of defending him. How will they do in this game? Because you want to spy him. You're going to leave yourself vulnerable to his ability to throw the football. On the other side, Carson Beck's going to have to go on the road, make good decisions, and get the playmakers involved. Ladd's not there. Ladd McConkey's not there. Brock Bowers is no longer there. Dylan Bell, Dom Lovett will be the 2 guys that will have to step up for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Herb, thank you. More in this game coming up. That's for Louisville, Notre Dame. Big one of the ACC. Louisville, for at least the Cardinal, 0-8 on the road in AP-ranked matchups. The most without a win in the AP poll.
And this figures you showed Riley Leonard running for a touchdown for Notre Dame. He threw his first touchdown pass for Notre Dame last week. He's going to have to do that because Tyler Shuck on the other side has thrown 8 touchdowns, no interceptions.
There's Matt Klein.
Stupid bitch.
Thank you, Matt. We got a big one here. Ranked matchup, Louisville traveling to Notre Dame in
I was
South
trying
Bend.
to sneak
They're
that
excited
kill,
about
bro.
this
That's
one. You
my
talk about
fault.
strength of
That's
schedule.
on me.
Either team needing this one badly
I was
for that
on
12-team
cooldown.
playoff push.
and I know they're excited to add to their resume. Let's look at Notre Dame first. Riley Leonard has been a monster running the football. The quarterback there for the Irish has done a great job. Their leading rusher in regards to carries and touchdowns. In the red zone, Louisville has to have a plan in place for him. And then on the other side, with Louisville and their offense been firing on all cylinders, Tyler Shuck has done a great job distributing the ball, but also taking care of the football, not doing anything to put it in jeopardy. Cannot wait to watch this one. It's going to be fireworks in South Bend. Back to you guys.
Joey, over a half touchdown pass for Riley Leonard.
I'm going over.
That a boy.
Keep it going. He's hot.
There's no such conversation about that with Cam Ward. Heisman favorite, leads FBS, passing touchdowns, second in QBR, 94, and passing yards per game, just under 360 yards per game. That's why Mario Cristobal's been smiling all season. He's with our Paul Carcaterra.
Coach, you started 4-0. What do you like about your team?
Well, I just like the fact that this team loves to work. They love to get after it. They're always talking about and working on improvement. There's a tremendous appetite for betterment, and I feel like we're just getting started.
How has Cam Ward elevated your offense?
I just think in every aspect imaginable, as a player, as a leader. I mean, I've said it a bunch of times, he's an alpha dog. And his personality, his mentality, they match what he does on the field. So when you can put those things together, the strength of his leadership grows. So he's brought a lot to the table, and looking forward to him to have a great game tonight.
Stylistically, where does Virginia Tech challenge you the most?
They're the best team we played so far, by far, and their record is not indicative of what they are. I mean, we all know they were the preseason favorites to win this conference and to go to the playoffs. They've got a great defensive line, really disruptive. The corners are elite football players, long, can run. Offensive line is massive. They get downhill in the run game and they stretch out on the perimeter. So, got a great football team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Little history lesson on Cam Ward. After Washington State last year, actually entered his name into the NFL draft, pulled his name out. Miami NIL must be good. He pulled his name out to go play for the Hurricanes. He's a wow guy, but he's also a whoa guy at the same time.
Oh, he's fun to watch. Unless you're an offensive coordinator or head coach, he would drive you nuts. He does everything that you tell quarterbacks not to do, but he's successful at it. So it's fun to watch if you're sitting on the sideline. The way he throws the ball over the middle, backing up, he doesn't care. He is a playmaker. Watch him backing up here, and he's going to throw this ball over the middle, beat the safety in the middle. Look at the arm strength on this. If your offensive coordinator saying, no, don't do that, and then you're like, man, that's a head fake. Now watch this. This might be the best throw I've seen this season. Makes a difference. And this, you know, he's a really good athlete. Most guys run, not Cam Ward. We're backing away, going back across our body to the back of the end zone. This is an amazing throw right here with the defender in his face on a road.
That's
beats the corner.
That's
now I know Dan Bowen is sitting there like, don't kick it. Don't you dare throw this football. But then this part, look how calm. Just look around. We got the rush coming to the outside. We're just going to step up a little bit. Don't give him a seam. Look how easily he's running. How easily he's going to get this first down.
That's kind of a dollar, though.
He should have got 3 or 4 more yards. But he's fine.
Heisman favorites, as I mentioned. Above Jackson Dart, it's a quarterback award at this point. Where's Arch Manning? No Arch on there.
2 interceptions last week.
He's got Mississippi State this week. That should help. But Cam Ward, though, plus 425. And look, he's a good quarterback, but he's blessed with a lot of weapons, including Xavier Restrepo, who every week gets the yards, gets the catches, and makes this offense flow.
Yeah, Xavier Restrepo is the guy from Miami, Mr. Reliable. And when you're a quarterback coming in, you love having a receiver that is that reliable. Restrepo has scored a touchdown in every single game. It's not just one game. It's every single game he scored a touchdown. 20 catches for 362 yards. He has great hands. He's a great route runner. Has a feel of where the open spots are, and he makes the big catches at the big moments. When it's third down, when the game's on the line, they're going to Restrepo. They have speed to go have other playmakers, but when they need the play, they go to Restrepo, and he comes through all the time.
They have one ranked team left on their schedule, and that's Louisville. When you think about winning the ACC, they don't have to play Clemson, and chances to get to the playoff, they may set themselves up in such a good spot throughout this regular season that they don't necessarily have to win the ACC to get in. They're that good, and their schedule sets up.
Yeah, because we believe with the 12-team play, like 11-1, probably at that point 11-2 maybe even get you in, especially with what Miami's got on their schedule. Colby George, he's another good receiver. You could look top to bottom.
They're pretty
Miami.
They got talent.
This looks like Miami. Cristobal's done a great job recruiting there. 3 teams have at least a 30% chance to reach the ACC championship game. That according to ESPN Analytics. Miami, Clemson, Louisville, Cardinals' chance is the double next closest school, so that's what the math says. We'll see what the actual football says tonight, Virginia Tech and Miami. Georgia and Bama. Kalen DeBoer is about to get a full pot of SEC this weekend. We'll break down the quarterbacks video game style when we continue.
Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic.
Hi, we're Visible. If you're looking for one-line wireless plans without hidden fees and surprise charges for just $25 a month, Visible is for you. That's one line for one flat rate. Taxes and fees included on Verizon's 5G network. Plus, with unlimited data and hotspot, you can scroll to your heart's content. Finally, a clear choice in wireless for just $25 a month. Cue the confetti. Your wireless should be visible. Switch at visible.com.
USAA member Sam Elliott, I'm Grok, your new roommate.
Roommate?
I can't join USAA, but I could live in your house and ride in your truck. Both USAA insured.
USAA, auto, home, life, and bank.
Democracy at work. Whoa, how did this thing go so sideways? Let's start with these town halls. They're food deserts. Cold coffee and donut holes. Stop it. Are we saying sausage is the key to forming a more perfect union? Can't hurt. And maybe we suggest a little more town, less hall? Fresh air, sunshine. Fire up a little barbecue and we the people need to keep it juicy.
Think scaling your AI pilots is hard? Think again. With Watson X, you can deploy AI across any environment. Above the clouds and on lots of clouds. With your secured data on-prem, in real time on Center Core, and assisting bank tellers on the edge. Watson X helps you deploy AI wherever you need it, so you can take your business wherever it needs to go. IBM, let's create.
Check out my new sound system. I saved a few bucks by building it myself. What? Turn it up.
It's never wise to compromise. Choose savings and quality with Farmers.
We are farmers.
One of the UFC's most lethal weapons.
Let's get it, 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 I got it.
You know, we talk about Cam Ward, Xavier Restrepo, but Elijah Arroyo, the big tight end, has become reliable for Cam Ward in Miami. 7th ranked, the U. Coming up tonight, taking on Virginia Tech, just over 22 minutes, but all eyes on Tuscaloosa.
Adversity will come at some point. Choose your response.
Every one of you thinks 1 second about the standard that was set around you. Nobody said it's going to be easy. This is going to be a war.
Touchdown, Alabama. Pressure set.
Somebody was here before you that set a standard. Today, that's your chance to carry that same standard by what you do.
Okay, fine, I'll watch. What a game. 7 straight matchups. AP top 10 opponents, second most consecutive matchups between opponents where each team is ranked in the AP top 10 all time. Kalen DeBoer, 12-2 against AP-ranked opponents in 5 years as an FBS head coach. Only 3 coaches have more wins in their first 15 games against ranked opponents. And Kirby Smart, 1-5 against the Crimson Tide as head coach. Bulldogs 45-2 since the start of the 2021 season, with both losses coming against Alabama. All of this is to say they know how big this matchup is.
Georgia and Alabama has been playing against each other, especially in the SEC championship, for years, and that's who normally wins the national championship.
To the end zone. Touchdown. Alabama wins.
You know, the level of excitement that surrounds this game is special. It's different. It's a big deal for us, and it's a big deal because, you know, we're facing a top team in the country.
Going on the road, they're going to be at home. You know, the crowd has an effect. But I think our team, you know, is really looking forward, you know, to the challenge.
I'm expecting the fans in Bryant-Denny to be the loudest that they've ever been.
It's really critical on the road that you play with great execution. You got to be explosive. It's hard to drive the ball methodically down and score on them. I think you've got to be able to hit some shots.
The most important thing that we need to do is inhale belief, exhale doubt. Roll Tide.
Dude, that dude's just fucking zoning me like a motherfucker, dude. Anywhere I go. It's ridiculous, man.
Georgia at Alabama. The match stat in this one, Alabama's been favored in 113 consecutive home games. Last time as a home underdog, 2007 against number 3 LSU. They lost by 7 as a 7-point underdog. Depending on what book you look at, they're either a 1-point underdog or a pick'em. Probably leaning more towards a pick'em in this one. But to get this one done, Kalen DeBoer is going to have to make use of Jalen Milroe, and Jalen Milroe is going to have to take advantage.
Well, and this is his opportunity on a huge stage to show the improvements he's made as a complete quarterback. And Jalen Milroe has made a lot of improvements as a complete quarterback. You know, you get in the video game, they're showing the highlights, they're making people miss, spinning, the 90 ranking.
I would X button someone so hard with Jalen Milroe.
But let's look on the field. They showed him running. But what's impressive is developing as a quarterback. You're going to play zone coverage against him. Watch him stand in the pocket as pressure is around him. Able to keep his eyes downfield, get through progressions, and get through reads. Now you want to go play him man-to-man. Well, the problem playing man-to-man, you're going to go face Ryan Williams of the world. Looks the safety off, drops it over the out shoulder. Ryan Williams somehow only a 63 in the video game. That's awful. Then you say, let's blitz him. Well, can he run? Absolutely he can run. You blitz him, and he gets to that next level. He has the speed, the athleticism to turn short plays into big plays. Now, the most important one, as a quarterback, you start to scramble. But what do? You keep your eyes downfield. They're worried about him running on the big explosive plays. Eyes are constantly downfield, looking to beat you with his arm, throws the touchdown pass. He has grown under Kalen DeBoer. He's become a complete quarterback under Kalen DeBoer. And he's going to have to do that because if you want to beat Georgia, you have got to have great quarterback play, throw the ball down the field, and have explosive plays, and he can do all of it.
Speaking of EA Sports, it's a true story. 3 years ago, called the Alabama spring game, was down on the field prior to watching him warm up. You look at him as a player, he looks like a creative player. Like, you're like, look at the stature and size of this kid. He'd be a really good quarterback. And Alabama, you had mentioned, has to get his best to get the win. On the other side, Carson Beck's been here before. He's an experienced starter. He, too, has to take advantage of the moment on the road in a hostile environment.
In a different way. You don't expect Carson Beck to take off and run you and beat you with his legs like a Jalen Milroe. But he is a guy, like you mentioned, has played a lot of football. He hasn't turned the ball over this season. Unfortunately, he's come off his worst game of the season against Kentucky, where he didn't throw a touchdown in the first time this season. But he is a guy that is 6'4", 220. A lot of people say that he might be the first quarterback taken in the NFL draft in April. He's that talented. So for them to win this game at Alabama, they have to, number one, protect him. He's only been sacked one time this season. Then he has to go down the field, find guys like Dominic Lovett, Arian Smith. Those are his main targets on the outside. And if he can do that, protect the football, make these kind of plays, they want to be physical, they want to run the football first. But then when they turn to their big quarterback to make a play in a clutch situation, Carson Beck's as good as anyone.
Yeah, it's a good point, too. No Lad McConkey, no Brock Bowers. We're kind of waiting for that offense to find the groove with some explosive players. It's going to have to happen tomorrow in Tuscaloosa. As you look at both of these quarterbacks, as I said, Jalen Milroe was really a creative player when you see him a human. But ahead of this huge game, check out the ratings for the two quarterbacks. 93 for Carson Beck. That is tied as the top-rated quarterback in the game. And a 90 for Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, but you know what? He's got all kinds of different numbers in this game. I think the 90's a little low for him with how he's developed as a passer.
The Ryan Williams number is really low. What'd you say it was?
I think it's 63. That's silly. He's only 17 years old.
You got to download the update. It'll be fine.
College Football Countdown is brought to you by EA Sports College Football 25. Log in to College Ultimate Team by September 29 to choose a Georgia or Alabama Game of the Week pack and receive Bulldog or Crimson Tide content to add to your squad.
Week 5, let's get weird, starts tonight in Miami. Virginia Tech at Miami, 7:30 Eastern as we count you down to kickoff. And, of course, tomorrow night, SEC on ABC, 7:30, Georgia at Alabama. You've got questions, we've got answers. We are mulling it over. Clemson, are they the one and only in Dan Mullen's heart? So let's find out when we come back.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. but I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Oh, what a hit. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might tank your season. But get Allstate. Save money on auto insurance and be protected from mayhem, like me.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Forgiveness is hard.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
The ESPN app. It's a spot for all your sports. For the Saints and the Sinners. For hot takes and high stakes. For MLB, SVP, all on your TV. The ESPN app. One app, one tap. Get it up.
All right, just gotta carry my little cozy chair in, and we're done.
I'm just busy signing us up for renter's insurance. I can help later on when I'm...
Sign up for Lemonade Renter's Insurance in as little as 90 seconds. Usually, people love that.
Oh, I thought I lost these.
This is your sign to do dinner at Cracker Barrel and dig into an irresistible shepherd's pie with crispy hash brown casserole on top. Or make your hash brown casserole a little more breakfasty. So get the crew together and come on in. Are you ready?
Stick it. She stuck it. She stuck it.
The place where legends are made.
This is a huge game.
To the end zone. Touchdown.
I can only imagine the scene in Tuscaloosa tomorrow, 9 a.m. College game day. Nick Saban making his return, this time not as coach, but as world-class analyst. Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, ESPN. If you want to know where you can watch your favorite team, go to Where to Watch on the ESPN app and ESPN.com. Tap or click the TV in the upper right. Enter your team. Where to Watch, the ultimate guide to live sports. It is week 5 of the college football season. There are many questions around the country. Questions and answers, which means we are mulling it over for you, the beautiful viewer. Okay, we are mulling it over. Biggest game of the weekend. Who's got more pressure to win the game? Kirby Smart or Alabama first-year head coach Kalen DeBoer?
It's a pretty easy one. It's Kalen DeBoer. And Kalen DeBoer is taking over the Alabama program that has so many expectations. Nick Saban was 5-1 against Kirby Smart. Alabama found a way to win in the regular season, in the SEC championship, and in the national championship. Kalen DeBoer has to live up to that. Now, for him to do that, he's in a great position. He's got a quarterback that can make plays with his arm and his feet. And that is a difference maker against the Kirby Smart defense. He also has great playmakers on the outside and skilled players like Ryan Williams that can win one-on-one shots deep down the field because you need explosive plays to beat Georgia.
I think he's got zero pressure. Taking over 11. Kirby Smart can beat Alabama. If Kirby Smart can't beat Alabama with Kalen DeBoer as our head coach, first year,
there'll be some sad people.
There'll be some sad people. You know what? They'll be very vocal about it, as they are as always. Okay, we are mulling it over. Ohio State, the highest-ranked Big Ten team. We know they've been the class of the conference. Look, 6 ranked teams in the Big Ten. Which team do you believe has the best chance of messing with Ohio State at the top of the Big Ten?
I think it's Penn State. And I know they haven't been tested a lot early in this season, but they're more explosive offensively this year. They have a dynamic duo in the backfield, Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. They have a quarterback, Drew Aller, that's getting the ball down the field finally with explosive plays. And we know in big moments, they play well defensively. I think the schedule shapes up well for them with an opportunity to get to the Big Ten championship game. And if you get into the championship game, Yep, it's a one-game shot for you to win that title. I think this year Penn State has the opportunity to get to the championship game and then compete against Ohio State.
Take a look at Penn State's schedule as we speak. We're looking at they've got the big one, a whiteout game against Washington, but Illinois is this weekend. They're big favorites, but that's a big one to watch.
There you go.
That's the one.
They're at home for that one.
So to be clear, you trust Drew Allen more than Dylan Gabriel at Oregon?
Yeah, we'll see.
Dicey second answer.
We'll
for
see.
Damon.
We'll
We
see.
are mulling it over. A big one in the ACC tonight. You've got Miami taking on Virginia Tech. As
Doubt
Miami
is the
right now,
greatest
the class
enemy.
of the ACC, but we've seen Clemson emerge a little bit over the past couple of weeks. Kate Klubnik looking good. Is Clemson, in your mind, back?
They are. They woke up from the dead, or I don't know who that was in week one. They came out. But if you really go back to week one, they played a good first half against Georgia. It was a tight game. You know they weren't moving the ball, but Georgia has a great defense. So you expect that a little bit. They made some shots down the field. They collapsed in the second half. But since that time, they were
I thought you'd never pick
Kate Klubnik
me.
completing passes at an extremely high percentage, and not just short passes, deep passes down the field. Maffa with explosive runs and doing it against very good football teams. I think Clemson is back. They're playing with confidence. I think they'll roll through the ACC, but we'll see how it goes if they get past the ACC.
They do look explosive. By the way, are you ready for October? We are mulling it over, but not on that tonight.
How you going to disagree with Coach Mullen on mulling it over? It ain't burying it over.
But that's
He's the one mulling it over.
That's the point. We're mulling over the option.
We ain't doing anything. It's his segment.
Do you trust Drew Allen more than Dylan Gabriel?
Look at these games we got coming up Saturday.
Listen, a responsible journalist and host always follows up with a respectable
I'm just
question.
saying.
All right. Also, not pictured there doing an App State Liberty, big one of the Group of Five, canceled, not rescheduled because of Hurricane Helene, who wreaked havoc up through the East Coast last night. Miami down in South Florida, it was a West Coast storm. Xavier Restrepo, Mr. Reliable, something that Joey's never been on set or on the field. Kickoff 8:30 coming up, about 8.5 minutes here on ESPN.
New DQ Fall Blizzard menu. Returning pumpkin pie and French silk pie. This lineup is the GOAT. That GOAT? No, like the greatest of all treats kind of GOAT. Hurry in before they're gone. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Check out my new sound system. I saved a few bucks by building it myself. What? Turn it up.
It's never wise to compromise. Choose savings and quality with Farmers.
We are farmers.
Hi, we're Visible. We offer one-line wireless plans with no hidden fees for just $25 a month on Verizon's 5G network. One flat rate every single month. Unlimited data included. Your wireless should be visible. Cue the confetti. Switch at visible.com.
It's a good day to start something new. To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes. To put yourself out there and always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache, and beard.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops. But oh, how he can nail a software solution. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with principals so we can help you with a plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parent, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA. Are you eligible?
Hi, we're Visible. We offer one-line wireless plans with no hidden fees for just $25 a month on Verizon's 5G network. One flat rate every single month. Unlimited data included. Your wireless should be visible. Cue the confetti. Switch at visible.com.
6 pieces of chicken, 4 sides, and biscuits? That's a big deal.
Now this is the type of deal Dad loves.
All this for $20? I tried to make it 21. Legendary. Get your own big deal for $20. Coach Prime and KFC, way back, baby.
Welcome to the best season of the year. Football. Welcome to the comebacks, the stars, the exclusives, the comedy, and the best booth in the game.
Is that a new tie? Sure is.
Welcome to a dynasty in the making. A sibling rivalry for the ages. Welcome to the 2024 NFL season.
What are you doing?
Seriously?
These are my buttons. Only I press these buttons.
And I can't wait for this one. Question is, will there be a drone strike in South Florida? Just under 6 minutes. Kyron Drones looking to get that Hokies offense going. And to do it, he'll need Bashaw Tootin, this talented running back.
Absolutely, he needs Tootin to have a big game, because if you want to slow down an explosive Miami offense, what do? And Cam Ward, you keep them on the sidelines over there. Tootin's rushed for 100 yards in 3 straight games, had 3 touchdowns in last week's game against Rutgers. They need to control the tempo, control the clock, and they can do it getting the ball to Bashaw Tootin.
Jalen Lane, also a talented receiver. They like to get the ball to it. Virginia Tech. Joey, what will you be watching tonight?
Virginia Tech's a team you picked to make the playoffs.
Who said that?
To do that,
Who said that?
They need this win. You need to mulling that over.
You know what? That should have been a topic. We are mulling it over. Whose bracket was worse? Mullen, Joey, Matt. We'll see it coming up at the half.
Miami's a party city. It's got the hottest club scene, and right now in the 305, they've got a top 10 football team looking to muscle its way into college football's VIP section. Cam Ward is their quarterback. He leads the nation in touchdown passes, second in passing yards, and maybe he can join the most exclusive club in college football. Andre Ware is a member. You're in the Heisman section. Are you saving a seat?
Hey, I got a seat for him right here. And here's why. One of the nation's best in terms of completion percentage. He leads the nation in touchdown passes. A dynamic leader through the air for this Miami attack. He can also pull it down and make plays with his legs. You think you got him? Now you see him, now you don't. And it turns into 6 points in the back of the end zone. One of the best leaders in the entire country on one of the best teams.
Virginia Tech, you know how they get it done. This is more lunch pail than bottle service.
Yeah, it really is. APR, Antoine Powell Ryland, the best pass rusher to date in the entire country, leading the country in that statistical category with 6. He can flat out get after you. He's got every pass rush move that you need, Anish. He can come inside, he can go outside. If Virginia Tech is going to have a chance tonight, APR has got to show up big.
We are back with the opening kickoff of the 41st meeting all time between Miami and Virginia Tech. It's Friday night in South Florida.
This isn't one of those sad, fits in a petite... We have the meat.
Hey, Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
B&B is the place to dine, where $5 bites hit every time. Price so low you won't think twice. Won't stop, $5 bites.
Now at Dave & Buster's, enjoy delicious $5 bites all day, every day for a limited time.
Open your eyes. You deserve better from your phone service. At Total Wireless, we're fixing that. No more hidden fees. No more surprises on your bill. You deserve to get it all, and that's exactly what we'll give you. Find your local store at TotalWireless.com.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light, choose chill.
The worst part about being a caveman is the upkeep. I'm a hairy guy, but my razor has to be available 24/7.
Available 24/7. Sounds like Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Oh, I see. Okay, funny man, why don't you come up here and tell some jokes?
What do you call a gecko who helps with insurance? My hero.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
This is amateur hour.
From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens It's ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Ram Trucks, all a part of the ACC on ESPN. For Miami quarterback Cam Ward, superstardom is somewhat of a new phenomenon. Paul Carcaterra, nobody knew who this guy was when he started his journey.
Indeed, Anish, and Cam Ward has been electric thus far this season and a legitimate Heisman frontrunner, but him slinging the ball all over the field, well, that is something that he was not accustomed to. Cam grew up in West Columbia, Texas, and ran the wing T offense in high school. He told me he threw the ball only 10 times a game. He didn't have tape as a passer, and as a result, 0 FBS offers. At Incarnate Ward, he proved he had the arm talent. At Washington State, he proved he could do it at a Power 5 level. And now at Miami, he's proving he could put up video game numbers. He actually reminds me in many ways of a former Heisman winner from Texas named Andre Ware.
Yeah, I'm all about and know all too much about throwing it 10 times a game in the wing tee in high school. But boy, what a fun offense it was to run. Wing right, 21 pitch. That was the bread and butter, baby.
And then they let you throw the ball at Houston, and they let Cam Ward throw the ball at Incarnate Word at Wazoo, and now Miami, and the numbers speak for themselves. Virginia Tech won the toss. The Hokies elect to defer, so Miami will receive this opening kickoff.
Oh,
the
nice.
They have dominated their opponents in non-conference, winning by an average of 40-plus per game. Virginia Tech came into the season as a dark horse in the ACC. More returning starters than anyone in college football, but it's been a bumpy 4 games. Losses to Vandy, losses to Rutgers. However, they've been in all 4 games.
Yeah, they really have. And they got their work cut out for them tonight because this Miami offense can hit you from a lot of different ways. We've talked about the passing of Cam Ward, but they run the football at a pretty good clip as well. 3rd in the ACC with 200 rushing yards per game. They can win in a lot of different manners.
Kyle Lowe sends it away. No chance for Chris Johnson. And we get our first look at Cam Ward and this Miami offense. Ward, a transfer from Washington State. Mel Kiper has him as the number 4 quarterback prospect for the upcoming draft. Amongst the national leaders in passing touchdowns, passing yards. And last week, he became the first Hurricanes quarterback with 4 straight 300-yard games to begin a season.
Tell you something, if there are 3 guys better than Cam Ward, I'm not believing that. The tape doesn't lie. This guy's as cool, as calm, and as collected as there is in the entire country. Nothing seems to get under his skin.
He finds his running back. Damian Martinez can't hang on as we take a look at tonight's impact players built by the Home Depot.
Yeah, Xavier Restrepo, the wide receiver, he is the go-to target for Cam Ward and the guy that can make plays down the field. Moanoa, the right tackle, also that's going to be a heck of a matchup, and APR against big number 61 on the right side for Miami.
4 receivers bunched to the top of your screen, and they set up the screen. It's Martinez, an anvil on wheels coming over from Oregon State. It sets up 3rd down. Miami's offense, you've got a Heisman contender at quarterback, a stout offensive line, depth at running back, mismatch at tight end, and oh, by the way, 3, maybe 4 wide receivers that could be number 1s anywhere else.
Yeah, and they don't have to be, have to catch the ball vertically. They can catch it on crossing routes and still get themselves into the end zone. So this is a talented bunch, but a defense that's stingy in its own right for Virginia Tech.
The strength of Tech, the D-line, they bring 5. Ward in the pocket, can't get away. Football comes out. It looks like the Hokies have covered it up.
They're going to rule this a fumble. It is certainly going to be Virginia Tech's ball here early. I'm not sure Cam Ward was trying to throw it as he was going down.
Fumble recovered by Virginia Tech.
Excellent at work in the pocket. They just get there. And it looks like it was Kelvin Gilliam Jr. who was the first to arrive. And say it was a A pass. An incomplete pass was the ruling on the field, so we'll see what happens here after they indeed take a look at this.
Yeah, originally it looked like they said fumble, and now it is an incomplete pass, which means it's going to be 4th down. We're going to get a closer look. Let's bring in our college football rules expert, Matt Austin.
The ruling of a fumble recovered by the defense is under further review.
All right, they're going to look at that last play. So the initial ruling was fumble, Virginia Tech recovery. Matt, when you watched the replay, what did you see?
Well, I don't have a great view of when his knee exactly hit the ground, but it looked like his knee was possibly down before he let the ball go. But again, the shot I have, the football players' helmets in the way, so it's hard to tell.
That left knee looked like it may have been down. Again, you need indisputable video evidence, and the ruling on the field was fumble, Virginia Tech recovery.
He's on top of a Virginia Tech player, and maybe Kevin Gilliam Jr., who he was on top of, who got there first, and then the ball comes out. So I think this is the right call. An incomplete pass. I mean, is that, Matt, a dispute in this of whether the arm was coming forward or?
Well, no, I think it's definitely a fumble because it's the hand. The hand has to start coming forward with firm control of the ball. And I think you can see as the hand came forward, the ball was already coming out.
Okay.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, not enough to overturn the call, and you hear the verbiage stand, it's not confirmed, so you default to the call on the field, and Virginia Tech has the football in plus territory. And Andre, for a team that has struggled to start fast, this is a golden opportunity on the road.
Yeah, it really is. And you got ideal field position in which to start this drive for Virginia Tech. This is a possession they didn't have factored in, and so it's a bonus possession here in the first quarter. Now you got to put points on the board while you're on the road. You want to be if you're the road team, the first on the scoreboard.
A toss play, Bashaw Tootin coming off 3 straight 100-yard games, and he is dumped out of bounds by Deani Hill, who plays that hybrid possession position.
He's a good one. Averaged over 8 yards a carry in their last game against Rutgers, and has 17 career 100-yard games. So he is a guy that can get it done. He's a productive back that they'll leave on the field. 20-plus touches are what they want to get him in this.
Kyron Drones finding his running back in the flat. And 2 plays, 2 touches, only a yard there. It's 3rd down, and there's a theme in the building today. A couple of Houston area quarterbacks on the field and one in the booth.
A guy that played at a pretty good home program in the Houston area, Shadow Creek, when he started his career at Baylor, made his way to Virginia Tech to Blacksburg, and what he's got to do is clean up some passing stuff. 48% in their last game against Rutgers. He cleans that up. Who knows where Virginia Tech would be right now. They're going to have to, he's going to certainly have to do that if they pass the ball better if they're going to win tonight.
Pressure coming, he gets away from Alston. Drones, downfield, wide open. Benji Gosnell, and Virginia Tech capitalizes off the turnover.
Oh, and he gave the Miami sideline a little bit of what we see Cam Ward give visiting sidelines every once in a while, or opposing teams. Just kind of stared him down with his hands on his hips a little bit. But
for the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Deep in pressure, finding his tight end in the back of the end zone. Virginia Tech scores early. They're up 7-0.
Introducing biometric cooling. Automatically detects your temperature and cools you down. In the all-new 3-row Infinity QX80.
Some people want double the chicken, slow roasted in a burrito with crisp, fresh purple cabbage. Some people don't. And some people are wrong. The Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
All right, third time's a charm. Here we go. It's okay. Get on the next one.
Pressure's getting to him.
Maybe we should change it up.
Now I got it.
Keenum, get loose.
Here we go. Daddy's got this.
You got us this far. Keenum's going to finish the drive.
You got it.
Okay.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
There's some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya helps you choose the right amounts without over or under investing, so you can feel confident in your financial choices.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Popeye's crispy, juicy, tender, signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces of the chicken you crave for just $5. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Tamara, Izzy, and Emma. No one puts more love into logistics than these 3. You need them. They need a retirement plan. Work with principals so we can help you with a plan that's right for your team. Let our expertise round out yours.
Let's go, we're in the building, baby. Ooh, that was crazy. Travel, man. Let's go. You was in the air for like 20 minutes. You saw that vertical? You saw that dude's vertical? That's what I'm talking about. Fuck it. Fuck it.
The methodical drive by this bold SMU offense.
ACC Primetime Football, Florida State at SMU, Saturday at 8 Eastern on ACCN.
4-0 Miami down 7-0 to Virginia Tech. First time this season Miami has not scored first. Hokies capitalize off the turnover. Line drive kick. Chris Johnson has world-class speed. Florida State champion in the 100 and 200 meter as a junior. For Virginia Tech, this is what they wanted. Brent Pryde, their head coach, joked with us yesterday. We've been so bad at the beginning of games, we may change our call sheet and start calling our fourth quarter plays early in the game. Well, today, short field off a turnover, and then Kyron Drones, who struggled to make throws downfield against Rutgers, delivers.
Yeah, one thing I thought that Virginia Tech had to do was win time of possession. You're getting turnovers and you're scoring off those turnovers. You're going to be pretty close in that category.
Damian Martinez coming off a 3-touchdown game against South Florida, and he is brought down by Kelly Lawson, leading tackler for the Hokies last year, who was a game-time decision coming into tonight.
We talked about it being the first time Miami's not scored first in a game this year. They've only trailed 5 minutes and 43 seconds all season long. So this is uncharted waters for the Hurricanes right now.
Time for Ward. APR chasing him from the backside. He gets away from Gilliam. And Ward, the ability to improvise, getting out of bounds close to the marker. Keontae Jenkins wearing that number 25 jersey today. That's the honor that goes to the player who wears Frank Beamer's old uniform.
What an honor that is. Heck of a football coach he was, and for a very, very long period of time, basically built the Virginia Tech program. I remember watching them on a lot of Thursday nights where they were doing their thing, the only show on at that point in time.
A different special teams player wears the number 25 each week. Special teams a hallmark of Beamer's teams.
Timeout, Miami.
And a A timeout.
First timeout of the half.
By Miami here on 3rd down and 1.
30-second timeout. Correction.
Will step aside. Mario Cristobal's team to talk it over.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I get into the sweetness of the honey. That's what hits first. Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet, and then you also have the spice of the jalapeno peppers. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning in my mind.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
At Doth's, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough. So they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you order a special delivery.
That seems like a lot.
They're really good. Doth's, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
This skinny pop is so delicious, and only 3 simple ingredients. I never have to stop.
Thomas, hold my coat. And my check. And my emails. Don't leave.
Skinny Pop, endlessly delicious.
Check out Mahomes' top replay double dip. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, huh?
It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Cuff hold it up like a baby lion.
Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day respect. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
One of these friends can order whatever she wants from the menu. The other has food allergies. You do your best to avoid food allergens, but accidents can still happen. Xolair is an FDA-approved injection proven to significantly reduce allergic reactions from accidental food exposures. Taken once or twice a month, it focuses on the source of food allergy reactions. For adults and children as young as 1, Xolair is effective in reducing allergic reactions to a single or multiple foods.
Don't use if you are allergic to Xolair. Xolair may cause a severe life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. Tell your doctor if you ever had anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have trouble breathing or if you have swelling of your throat or tongue. Xolair should not be used for the emergency treatment of allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Xolair is for maintenance use to reduce allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, while avoiding food allergens. Serious side effects such as cancer, fever, muscle aches and rash, parasitic infection, or heart and circulation problems have been reported.
Help reduce food allergy reactions if an accident happens. Ask an allergist about Xolair.
ESPN's Primetime College Football is presented by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and in part by Chick-fil-A. It's the little things that make game day worth celebrating.
The great Bruce Smith, one of only 2 players in Virginia Tech history with multiple 4-sack games. The other, their current starting edge rusher, Antoine Powell-Ryland, who had it against Old Dominion for the 2nd time in his career just a few weeks ago. 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery in the game against the Monarchs.
Not bad playing against the run either. Give you a comparison here and see if you agree with me after this play.
It's 3rd down and 1. Orton, the motion man. Miami keeps it on the ground. It'll be short. Damian Martinez. This will depend on the spot.
Now, he reminds me a little bit of Khalil Mack from, obviously, the University of Buffalo. Played with the Bears, Chargers. He is a solid pass rusher.
Both wear number 52.
Yeah. I mean, he can flat out get after you, both in terms of run defense and certainly getting after the quarterback, which is why he leads the nation with 6 sacks.
Martinez picks up and up for the 1st down. Arroyo, the tight end, in motion. Ward throws downfield for his big tight end. Elijah Arroyo takes it inside the Tech 20.
They describe him as a Jimmy Graham type of player. That means he can run and he can catch it with a big frame. Kind of tips it to himself and reels it in. What a big play for the Hurricanes.
And Miami using a tempo they hardly hardly got any production from the tight end position last year.
He's got it wide open right now. No one. He has made a big catch, and there's nobody lined up over him in the slot.
Ward to the end zone. Caught by George. Touchdown Miami. There is a flag.
And he gives it right back to the Virginia Tech sideline. Drone started it. Cam Ward trying to finish it. See what this flag is about, Anish.
So 2,000 to play. Holding defense number 25 is the flag. Touchdown on the play. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Miami.
Oh, what a throw by Cam Ward. And he's just going to find Jacoby George in the back of the end zone. I mean, one heck of a play going through his reads, and that ball is thrown, leading him away from coverage. Lovett. Lovett's in coverage, but the throw would not allow him to recover.
And the unsportsmanlike will be assessed on the kickoff. Swinging gait here.
Ran a little bit of that in high school as well. Swinging gate. It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Andy Borgalis for the PAT. Mario Cristobal told us this week when they watched Cam Ward on film, the first thing that jumped out was anytime Ward made a bad play, he responded with what Cristobal called a kick your you-know-what play.
Yeah, and he just didn't make the same mistake twice. He's a guy that learns fast. He's played a tremendous amount of football, so nothing really gets to him. A mistake here and there, he's going to blow that off and come right back and give you the type of plays that you saw on that touchdown throw.
You know, gentlemen, when I spoke to him this week, there was that quiet confidence, and when you see him on the field, he has the eyes of someone that wants to make a play immediately after a mistake. There wasn't a lot of hooting and hollering, but when I talked to him, he also said this is his revenge tour for everyone who didn't believe in him early in the process. The wing tee quarterback who couldn't pass. Like, this was on his mind the entire time. And part of the revenge also is to bring the U back. And they got a guy that can do it. Mario Cristobal says this guy could play linebacker. Well, he happens to have one of the best arms in college football, too.
He's got all the numbers. He's had accolades. Leading a major football program to a conference championship, eluding him. One of the reasons he spurned the NFL and came to Miami. Virginia Tech brings it out close to the 30-yard line.
I was at the national championship game this year and talked to Coach Daryl Dickey, who's on the staff with Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. Went back, saw Cam Ward at a camp, and went back and told Jimbo, hey, I've just seen a guy that can lead a program, major Power 5 program. Didn't offer it. And then after the Washington State stuff, I was like, what do you think then? He's like, oh yeah, the kid can play. No doubt about it. Cam Ward is a baller.
There's that slow mesh. Benji Gosnell, the tight end.
Nice move.
At the Virginia Tech touchdown earlier. And it looks like he's got enough for a first down. This is a Virginia Tech offense that returns 10 starters. The rushing attack generally leads the way. It's Tootin, it's quarterback run with drones. And they really want to stay committed to the run today and wear down this vaunted Miami front.
Gosnell is a reliable target for this Virginia Tech offense. Drones going to him early and often.
Ollie Jennings back in there for Virginia Tech. Didn't play last week. That one was off the hands of Green and picked off by Miami. Mish Powell, the UW transfer.
You cannot tip the ball with a secondary full of athletes like Miami. They will eat you up in terms of reeling pass passes in once they're tipped, especially over the middle. Just full of athletes on the back end. And right now, Miami's set to make Virginia Tech pay for their first turnover of the ball game.
Aiden Green almost guided that ball into the hands of Mish Powell. And they talked about Mish Powell as somebody who brought energy and leadership to the defense the same way Cam Ward did to the offense.
All these guys out of the state of Washington, right? Transferring in here to Miami, and they are big-time factors in this year's football team.
Pressure coming, Ward evading, throws back across the middle, incomplete. Wanted Mark Fletcher as running back, 2nd and 10.
Well, he will wait to the last possible second to get a ball out, to give his receivers a chance to work themselves open. He is not afraid. Mention the fact he's played a lot of football, so he just knows situations. He knows the pace of the game, and he tries to slow it down, almost like Luka Doncic with the Dallas Mavericks, playing at a slower pace than everybody else, but yet effective.
When the drum beat gets louder, the heartbeat gets slower. This is Sam Brown. He was Houston's top receiver last year, and it sets up a 3rd and short in what is 4-down territory.
Yeah, you look at Miami's success on 4th downs. They've only had to go for it 3 times, 33%. And that's just kind of jumping ahead, but they're outstanding on offense on 3rd down at 64.3%. That's 13th in the ACC.
That's number 1 in the nation.
I'm sorry,
4%.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Nobody's doing it at that clip.
They've been beating their opponents through 4 games. Again, the schedule, you can say what it is, but by an average of 52 to 10. Touchdown Miami, Cam Ward sold it.
That looked like an old Peyton Manning play fake, where everybody takes the bait, baby. Arroyo comes wide open right in the middle, and I mean it was sold by Cam Ward, and the release by Arroyo. That is a 7-on-7 session. In practice, it looks so easy.
They line up with 3 tight ends, and Arroyo leaks out. Everybody expecting run. And just like that, 2 quick ones by Miami. It's 14-7.
Boy, the play fake, as you mentioned, sold it. Cam Ward making everybody in the building think run. Arroyo had a different idea. Miami in the end zone again.
On a longing, Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, what are you doing here? Texting another conference now.
Yeah, but it's like on the other side of the country. It's really, really far.
But you're not even on our schedule this season.
Maybe we can meet you in the playoffs.
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with 0 sugar.
But Dr. Pepper doesn't have a questionable secondary like Tech does.
Here, catch!
And that's why you're a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
The future is threatened by enemies often unpredictable. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Introducing new Advil Targeted Relief, the only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. New Advil Targeted Relief.
Ally helps you save for the things you dream about. Faster. We can automatically scan your spending to find you saving. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Hey, you're heading the game, son. The scout from football college is up in the stands.
Maybe you'd rather go to school for insurance.
I didn't raise no insurance, man.
But you did, Dad. Football's your passion, but mine's providing around-the-clock protection to Progressive customers who bundle home and auto.
Jamie, we need you out here for football. You're giving up on your dream, James.
Dad, I'm giving up on yours.
Oh, James, wait!
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
I won't let you down. I will not give you up. 'Cause I would really, really love to stick around.